This is Sandy Tambo, and I'm going to demo how you can export addresses from the tax records and import them into a Excel spreadsheet for usage, and also create mailing labels with them in Microsoft Word. So we're going to start with is doing a tax search. Once you're on a system, we're going to go search, tax. I'm going to do a simple search. Let's assume that I want to do a mailing on Flower Road in East Fishkill. When I get to the tax search, what I'm going to do is click the clear button to take out any data which is already stored, which could impede a proper research result. So we're going to go to the street name, and whenever I use the street name, I always use the % key as the wild card. So we're going to put % and Flower. Township, located in East Fishkill. Search, and we have 53 total matches. So to take all these addresses, and we're going to click check all. Notice the check goes into each of the boxes indicating that we're selecting them, and from the reports we're going to select export and click go, and we have 53 records to export. So we want owner address labels. Click the go button, and it gives us two options. We can download in a CVS file or comma delimited file right to our local machine, or we can email the comma delimited file as well. So we're going to download it, and as I click download, and you'll notice that it names the file CSV for comma delimited, and it's a Microsoft worksheet type. So we're going to click save, and what I might want to do is set up on my C drive or anywhere else to choose maybe a folder, a new folder called mailing. Open mailing and save the file. And now that file has been downloaded into a folder on our C drive, so we don't have to stay in the MLS system any longer, so we can log out. And if you wanted to even close your browser, you can even do that at this point. So now I'm going to open up Microsoft Excel. In Excel, I'm going to go to the data field, import external data, import data, and remember we put that file in our C drive in a folder called mailing. There it is. I'm going to select it, open it, and this starts a three-step wizard. It's a delimited file, so we're going to go next, and as I said, it's comma delimited. Put the tab in comma, and that divides out the fields, and finish. Now it'll ask us where we want to deliver. We want to deliver it to A1, and click OK, and there is all of our label information in the spreadsheet. Now because the data comes from the tax record, sometimes there's a little anomaly that may occur, and I notice here that the New York is missing in Hopewell Junction. So if I just make that correction by going up here and typing in the NY, that makes that correction. And now I'm ready to save the folder. I save the file. Save it, save as. And I'm going to go back to that folder that I created in the C drive for mailing, and I might call this Flower _EF for East Fishkill, and save. So I'm done in Excel at this point, unless I want to use it integrated to another program that utilized Excel. So I'm going to close this, now I'm going to open up Microsoft Word. And in Microsoft Word, I'm going to go to Tools, Letters and Mailings, and we're going to do a mail merge. Type of document that we're using, that we're trying to create, are labels. And we have 6 steps right here. Starting document, and we need to select our label options. Label options, I use 5161, but depending upon the label that you use, you select the label that you're going to be printing on. So I'm using the 5261s, so I'm just going to click OK. And that sets up my little template there. Next, it's asking me to select my recipients. So now I'm going to go into that Excel file that we created with all my recipients. So I'm going to click the Browse button, and again, in the C drive, in Mailing, Flower EF, open, and it defaults to sheet number 1, which is exactly where you want to be. So we're just going to click OK, but notice that this check mark says that the first row of data contains the column headers, and that is where we have the name, the address, zip code, etc., etc. So we're going to click OK, and this has all of the people that we picked up the addresses for, and we're just going to say select all, and OK. Now it's asking us to arrange our labels, step 3. And what we want is an address block. That's what you want on a mailing label. The address block template comes up. What we want to do is match fields. And it automatically matched the name and the address and the zip code. But it did not match the city, because if you noticed in the Excel file that the county gives us that data in a town and state in the same field. So we're going to drop down there, and there it is the way it appears in the headers, city, state. So we're going to select it and click OK. The fields are matched. Click OK to finish it. And we have the address block in position number 1. So we're going to want to update all the labels. And when we do that, we put the address block on every one of our labels. Next, we'll preview our labels, and there's all of our labels ready to be printed. Complete the merge, 506, and print. So if you click print, send it to the printer, these labels will print on the appropriate labels that you selected. Now if you want to save this so that you can go back to it at a later date or print it again, you can go File, Save As, and again, in the C drive, under Mailing, and we'll call it Flower EF, and save. So now we've saved it, and we can go back and get it if we choose to do so. And that's how simple it is to export addresses from the tax records, import them into the Excel spreadsheet, and create mailing labels in Microsoft Word. So I hope that you find this training tutorial beneficial, and I hope that it helps you along getting your labels printed a little bit easier. Thank you.